Sleep me was very persuasive this morning. I I have two alarms set in the morning. One is for 3:30, and that's kind of all right, like, get ready to wake up, but also you have a few more minutes to sleep. Uh, and then the second alarm is at 3:50. And that's when I actually have to wake up. I take like 10 minutes to wake up, scroll on my phone. But by 4 a.m., I've got to be on my feet. And this morning, I don't know. I was trying to convince myself that, I could rest today. I could definitely use the extra sleep. And like it would set my schedule up really nicely so that arms is tomorrow. Then I'll have legs on Tuesday when I'm not working, and it'll be great. But I know better than to listen to sleep me on a regular basis. Yesterday, I took an impromptu rest day. I've been taking way too many. I am not very happy with it. But yesterday was more justified because Thursday night, I just could not for the life of me fall asleep. Don't get me wrong, I was exhausted. And I was in bed by like 9:30, but I just kept tossing and turning, and I was just not able to fall asleep. So I ended up getting maybe like 3 or 4 hours of sleep. And had I gone to the gym and then gone to work after, I wouldn't have died, or a negative outcome would not have occurred. But, and we've spoken about this in the past, but I would benefit more from getting the extra few hours of sleep than I would have had I said, okay, let me just power through it, go to the gym. I was just better off getting the extra sleep in that instance. But today, the difference is I did get enough sleep. I went to bed pretty early. I was exhausted. Didn't take me long at all to fall asleep. So, hell, I have no real reason to not go. Plus, we got arms today. That's definitely a motivating factor. But before I get into arms, I had a wild set of dreams. So the first, dream that I had, I'd probably call it a nightmare. I don't know, it was just really fucking weird. So in the dream, I'm like a spectator for something. I don't even know what the event was. I don't know if it was a parade or maybe I was people watching, or I don't know. And this is like graphic, so I can't really go into too much detail about it, but I don't know if you've ever seen somebody with progeria. If you haven't, don't look it up. It is very, very gruesome. It's a condition that you're born with, where, for lack of better terms, your skin is inside out. It is very, very rough to look at. And I was an EMT for a few years, so I've seen everything. So I'm sure that's where this dream came from. Anyhow, there was like a person with progeria. They were brutally attacked. It was really rough to watch. I woke up and I was like, what the fuck? Oh. So I say all this to say, while I did physically get a lot of rest, mentally I am drained. Um, so I am definitely a little tired today. Uh, but that won't stop me from having a great arm day. So for arms today, we're not necessarily pressed for time, but you know, typical conditions working out before going to work, I do have a limited amount of time to actually lift. So with that limited amount of time, I kind of got to make the most out of what I got. So by the time I get to the gym and put all my stuff down, warm up, it'll be like 4:50. So that gives me about an hour for me to work out both biceps and triceps to complete failure. So if I went about it in a sense that I do triceps first, so I warm up triceps and then I do a number of sets of triceps and completely kill it. And then move on to biceps, warm up biceps and then kill biceps. I don't have enough time for that. An hour and a half would have passed. I probably will just be finishing up and then I've got to shower and change and drive to work. So I find it a lot more efficient for me to do both biceps and triceps at the same time. And one thing that I've kind of liked to do is while like I need to warm up, especially my elbows. I don't want to get like tennis elbow, and my left elbow feels a little creaky if I don't warm it up. Um, what I'll do is I'll kind of try to make the warm up sets working sets, which that's not preferred, but you kind of got to do what you can. So for triceps, I'll probably do like one really good little warm up set, stretch everything out with a rubber band or something. And then the second quote unquote warm up set will be probably some cable uh tricep push downs, like both arms, a lower weight, and I don't know what you would specifically call this movement, but it's the idea where you have like the opposite cables held like this and you pull it down in an X. Um, so that movement, because of the angle that you're going at, it really doesn't take a lot of weight for it to feel heavy, as opposed to like a standard push down with a W bar. So I can do a lighter weight, kill it with a nice set of that, with a relatively lower weight. And by the time I'm done with that, I'll be more than warmed up. And as for biceps, I think more cable, cable curls will feel pretty good. Um, on my last bicep day, I also did preacher curls, which I haven't really done in a while. Um, they actually felt pretty good, so we might do a little more of that as well. So we'll see, but a variety of tricep pushdowns, curls. I think we will be nice and pumped. Um, but it is a rainy Saturday morning, so I don't really expect the gym to have anybody in it. I've been wrong before, so we'll see. But I'll try to get some recording done while I'm in there, especially if it's empty. No reason not to. But I'm gonna wake up a little bit, and I'll see you guys when I'm in there. Okay. 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 I think it drops that. It's not a bad idea. Okay. Whew. Felt pretty good. I think some preacher girls would feel pretty nice. Okay. The one thing that I don't like about this preacher setup is that it's not seated. So whenever I'm really struggling to finish a rep, I kind of lean forward and lean back, and I use that leverage to get the weight up. So that was a little too scrappy. So I'm going to drop the weight a little bit. Okay. I am going to make
this set a little more meticulous. So slow and controlled with every rep. See how it feels. Okay. Okay. That wasn't too bad. I found that if I kind of lean forward more, try not to leverage as much, it feels way better. But I think some skull crushers would be pretty good from here. All right. So, that's a movement that I saw Lee Priest doing, and it's pretty much just a overhead skull crusher, tricep press. Didn't feel too bad. That was a lot lighter than I needed it to be though. So I think we'll superset it, go a little heavier. But it was pretty good. I can find my weight. The hope is to not rip my shoulder off. Okay. Yeah. Didn't feel like bad, but it didn't feel great. So I think a set of conventional lying skull crushers will feel a lot better. But it doesn't hurt to try things out every now and again, especially on arm day. You gotta spice it up.
Whew, a relatively significant amount of time has passed from that last set you saw to now. After I showered and everything, I was ravenously hungry. I mean, I was fucking starving, which normally I don't have much of an appetite in the morning, but man, I was fucking hungry. And so I rolled the dice. I went to Spink's and I got a chicken biscuit. And macros wise, not the worst, but it definitely wasn't the best for me. 670 calories. It was like 32 grams of fat, 41 grams of carbs, and 56 grams of protein. So, in the realm of protein, I'm surprised. It wasn't too bad. But that's a lot of calories. That's like pretty much a little more than a quarter of what I can eat in a day. And then my lunch, everything with that, that's going to be about another 1,000 calories. So when I get home tonight, I'm only going to have like 400-ish calories left. So not ideal, but I thought about this. When I get home after work, I'm not really that hungry. I don't really have much of an appetite. I'm really just ready for bed. So kind of benefits me because I won't have to like try to scrounge and eat 1,000 calories when I get home. 300 calories, that's maybe a protein shake or a granola bar or something. So I'm pretty set up for the day. Got my electrolyte mix with me, so I'll be relatively hydrated throughout the day, and these carbs will definitely help me chug along until lunch. But hey, you guys got to see pretty much everything. Pretty good arm day today. The one regrettable thing is that I didn't have as much time as I hoped for. I just wanted to do a couple extra sets of biceps to really kill it. The pump was there. Pump was pretty good, but I think I had a little more in me. But that's the name of the game. Made the most out of it. It was pretty darn good. So, I don't have too much to say post lift. To be honest, I'm kind of just tired, especially after eating that big thing. It's a pretty big chicken biscuit. I'm not going to lie. What they did was they got a biscuit and they threw in 2 chicken tenders. That was it. And it was not the best that I've ever had. It looked great, but the chicken didn't have too much flavor. So, yeah. Still glad I did it. I definitely needed it. But we got legs tomorrow, and I think tomorrow's probably going to be another quad focus day, just because I don't have a lot of time, especially with legs. That takes a lot out of you. For me to hit hamstrings and quads, and including the warm-up, I mean, shoot, hamstrings will take me about 30, 35 minutes, give or take. Hamstrings doesn't take me too long. I get to pump pretty quickly. It's a really good body part for me. Quads is the trouble point that I have. Quads and biceps are kind of my problem areas. So it takes me a bit to warm up. And because of just how fatiguing a quad movement is, it takes a while. It'll take me a good 45 minutes to an hour to have a good quad day. So I don't have that much time tomorrow. So we'll warm up hamstrings and then kill quads. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a excellent quad day. I mean, shit. Every quad day is excellent, right? But, yeah. That's about it for me. To be honest, I'm just fucking pooped. So, I will see you guys tomorrow for quads. Hopefully you enjoy the video today. It's not often I get to record everything in the gym. I mean, it was a ghost town. It was completely empty. and I'm expecting tomorrow to be a little bit of the same. So hopefully I'll be able to take you guys through everything, but we'll see. But I'll see you guys then.